Good
I
evening.
hope you guys are able to hear me clearly. Can you guys confirm, please? Okay,
Yes.
great.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can
Okay,
hear.
great. Thanks for confirming, everyone. I hope you guys are doing well, right? Great. So thanks for joining today. Today is going to be our very first demo for data engineering with a Google Cloud platform. We have been seeing a lot many opportunities for the GCP data engineers. So the main aim of the course is to tackle those jobs. To do that, we are going to have a 3 months of course which we are going to cover for the next 3 months, all the GCP data engineering tools and including the topics, theoretical knowledge as well as lab sessions which we are going to see for the next 3 months. Right? So I hope you guys are able to see my screen as well. This is our very first demo with data engineering with a Google Cloud platform, everyone. In this session today, I'm going to talk about a few things. The agenda of today's session is that I'm going to tell you what is data engineering, right? So I hope many people already have some kind of an idea on the data engineering, but if you do not know it, I'm going to tell you actually what is data engineering, because if you do not know what is data engineering, it doesn't make any sense at all to become a GCP data engineer, right? So let us try to first understand what is data engineering before we become a data engineer. And then after that, we will see what is Google Cloud Platform, how it is different from other cloud platforms, and what are the benefits of using the Google Cloud Platform. Let us try to understand. And then we are going to see the detailed course curriculum, right? So if you give me some like 15 to 20 minutes, 10 minutes I will take for data engineering, 10 minutes I will take for Google Cloud Platform, 10 minutes I will take for the detailed course curriculum, because many people are interested in what are the topics that we are going to cover, right? Almost many people will be waiting for what kind of topics that we are going to cover as a GCP basics as well as data engineering tools. Here we are going to cover, right? I'm going to tell you what is a detailed core curriculum in this particular session. And after that, I'm going to tell you about the course details, such as what is the course timings, and what are the benefits that you are going to get as a course, like resume assistance, interview questions, comprehensive material, recordings. All of these details I'm going to tell you one by one. You guys needs to be little bit patient throughout the next 1 hour of session, so that I'm going to give you everything. I'm going to tell you everything. You may be having a plenty of questions. I'm going to write those questions also here. Some people maybe have a question that how would I get a job from this course? Or what about my current experience? How do I manage my current experience? And I don't know the cloud at all. Some people does not know the cloud at all, but does it make sense to my profile? Or will I be able to learn it? Will I be able to get the job or not? Even if I get the job, can I be able to work in the company or not? Right? So these many questions maybe people will be having, and even more questions also maybe people will be having. I'm going to give you the time for you to ask me the question one by one, and we will try to answer. I'll try to answer each and every question that you are going to ask by the end of the session. Okay, so you give, please be patient throughout the entire session, so that we will be able to understand all of these questions, we will be able to answer it. Okay, so this is what it is. And without any further delay, we will go to the very first topic. Before we jump onto our very first topic, that is what is data engineering, let me gonna introduce myself, guys. Right, my name is Sheikh Saidhul. I am currently a solution architect. Actually, I should be updating it as I am currently acting as a solution architect at a Quantech. I'm also working at a Databricks as a consultant. Okay, and I have completed my master's degree from National Institute of Technology, Tiruchirappalli. Remember me as a Sheikh Saidul. I am currently working at two places, Quantech as well as Databricks. And I have completed my master's degree from National Institute of Technology, Tiruchirappalli. I do have more than 8 years of experience into the data and AI field. Okay, so I have done many certifications, right? So I have done certifications in the GCP, Azure, AWS also, Databricks, Python, Terraform. So many of these certifications I have done, guys. So this is all about me. Just remember me as a Sheikh Saidi. Okay, Yes, you can go to the YouTube, LinkedIn, anywhere. You can just search for me. You will be able to find me. You can able to find me in the YouTube also, Google, as well as LinkedIn, any other forums that you guys wanted to check me. Okay, so this is about me, guys. Now, without any further delay, let us try to understand what is data engineering. Okay, tell me, guys, what do you guys know about data engineering? What is data engineering in terms? Tell me, please. Okay. Okay. Any other answers, guys? Tell me.
Extract, transfer, and load the data into the database.
Correct. Correct.
Like it's a kind of process where to collect the data and store
Correct.
process.
Okay. So let me gonna tell you. So the answers that you have given me, most of the people are able to respond to the question, but I'm gonna tell you that what is data engineering in a very, very simple words. Let us try to understand. Okay, let us do one thing. See, for example, you wake up in the morning, you wanted to order a breakfast. You go to the Zomato or Swiggy, you try to order a breakfast from that. That means the moment you wanted to do something, you are going to interact with an application. The moment you try to interact with an application, that's where the data is getting generated. Right? That means you have a data that is coming from some application. Similarly, if you guys wanted to travel from one location to another location, you go to the Uber or maybe Ola. You try to interact with an application, again, there is a data that is coming. So there's a huge amount of a data that is coming from an applications. Similarly, there could be a data that is coming from some file format, maybe the CSV file or a JSON file or a Avro file or a Parquet file. So you have a data that is coming from the multiple file formats. Right? It could be a CSV file, it could be a JSON file, it could be a Parquet file or anything. Again, you have a data that is coming from some databases also. Some companies storing their data in the form of a SQL database. Some other company storing the data in the Oracle database, right? So the data may be in the form of a tabular format in the databases. So you have a data that is coming from some databases also. And you have a data that is coming from IoT devices. Nowadays, you might be using a lot of IoT devices. For example, nowadays you are buying a car. A plenty of sensor devices will be there in the car. Those sensor devices generate a huge amount of data in a very less amount of time. So if you look at it here, these are all, we call it as a data sources where the data is coming from. Right? So these are the data sources where the data is coming from. So you have a plenty of the data that is coming from these multiple data sources. What do we do with this one? Tell me, guys. Shall we delete it or do something about it? What do we do with this data?
To transfer and process the data and store it into the database.
Correct. So this is a huge amount of a data that is related to your business when you're working on the company, or when some company e-commerce platform or some other music platform or a traveling platform, plenty of other platforms, they generate their huge amount of a data. So what the business manager says that if you try to understand the data, if you try to analyze the data or understand the data, this data will give you some kind of a information, also called as a insight. Right? So what they say is that the business manager, if you try to analyze the data for your own business, this will give you some kind of an insight, and these insights are very useful for your business improvement. These insights are very useful for the business improvement. Tell me, for every company, the main goal or the important thing is to improve their business or not? So some company, they wanted to may increase the sales. Some company may wanted to increase the customer satisfaction, or they wanted to increase the number of customers. right? Every company, they wanted to improve their business. So if you wanted to improve the business, you need to get some ideas, or you need to have some information how to, improve your business. So what is this data engineering? Is that data engineering lets you know, or data engineering will help you to analyze this data, will help you to analyze this data, so that when you analyze the data, you are going to get an information in the form of an insight. And these insights are very, very useful for the business improvement. These insights are very, very useful for the improvement. So you have a data that is coming from multiple data sources. You are going to get this data, analyze this data, and get some insights. These insights are very useful for the business improvement. So this is what is data engineering, but it is not that much simple, right? The high level idea is this one. But if you guys wanted to understand it more better, so you have a data that is coming from multiple data sources. Now you have the data here. Tell me guys, can we directly go for the analysis or not? Tell me please. Is it possible for us to directly go for the analysis?
No, first we need to extract the data.
You can do that.
We cannot directly go for the analysis. It is because this data may have a plenty of the issues, right? So this data may have a plenty of the issues. The very first thing is that because this data is coming from some application, this data is coming some file format, this data is coming from some database, this data is coming from IoT devices. The very first thing we do is that we are going to extract the data from these multiple locations, multiple applications, multiple services, and store it into a single layer called data lake. We are going to store the data into a single layer or a single location. We are going to store, because this data is in a different locations, different servers, different databases. We first do is that we are going to extract the data and store it into a single location called a data lake, right? So you are going to store the raw data in the data lake, guys. You are going to store the raw data into the data lake. Now, sir, now I have the entire data with me. So now I have the entire data in a single location that is called as a data lake. Tell me, sir, can I go for the analysis on top of this data?
It will be unstructured, so we have to make it as structured
So
and apply
we need
business
to
logics or transformations.
Exactly. So the answer is, sir, we cannot directly go for the analysis because this is a raw data, sir. As it is a raw data, it may be having plenty of the issues. It may have a duplicates. It may have a null values. It may have a unnecessary columns or a bad record. So it may have a plenty of the problems because you're dealing with the raw data. So when you're dealing with the raw data, you can't directly use the raw data for the analysis purpose because it may be having a duplicates. It may be having a null values. It may be having a not required or unnecessary records or columns or bad records. So the very first thing, the next thing that we are going to do is that data processing. So we wanted to process this data, transform this data so that we can able to make the data to the analyzed, or we can make use of this data in the proper format. We try to add some kind of a value to the data so that this data will be useful for the analysis purpose, right? So for that purpose, you are going to read the data from this data lake. You are going to apply some kind of a processing steps, and you are going to add some kind of a value to the data. Now this data will be useful for the analysis purpose because you have a clean data here. You have a clean data here. So what you are trying to do, you are extracting this raw data, you are doing some kind of a processing on top of it. While you are doing the processing, there are multiple steps, right? There are multiple frameworks also available to process the data. There are multiple frameworks also available in the market, like Beam framework or Spark framework and Pandas framework. These are different frameworks are available in the outside. So you can able to use those frameworks to process the data, and the data will be clean now. Once the data is cleaned, then we can go to the analysis. We can go for the analysis, guys. Once the data is properly cleaned, we are going to store this data again and we are going to analyze this data. We are going to move this data to the data warehouses. In the data warehouses, with the help of a single language or a simple language called SQL, we are going to analyze the data. Right? So this is what we are going to do. With a simple language called SQL, we are going to analyze the data in the data warehouses, and these analysis reports are very useful for the downstream people such as BI or ML or data scientist or a business group. Right? So what is happening here? So you are going to read the data from the multiple data sources. You are storing the data, processing the data, analyzing the data, and using this data, or sending this data to the multiple data sink. Right? So by using this data in the data warehouse, a BI engineer can create a reports or dashboards on top of it. Or there can be a ML engineer, they can create a ML models out of it. Or a data scientist can find the future trends, or a business group can use this data for the decision making purpose. Okay, so this is how you have a data that is coming, you are sending the data to the downstream as well by applying multiple steps here. So you store the data here, process the data here, analyze the data here, send the data to the multiple destinations as well. Right? So this is what we are not going to do these things in a manual step. We are going to create as the end-to-end pipeline. You see the arrow marks are indicating that it is a pipeline rather than it is a manual step. Okay, in addition to this one, we will also go for data governance and monitoring to make sure that data is properly accurate and complete throughout the system. Okay, so what we are going to do is that we are going to make sure that this data is properly accurate and complete throughout the system. We will also perform the data governance and monitoring as well. So this entire process of activity which we are going to do for the data analysis and business improvement is called as a data engineering. This entire process we call it as a data engineering, guys. Right? So if you look at it here in the data engineering, there are multiple steps involved here. One is to extract the data from the multiple data sources, storing it, processing it, analyzing it, sending it, creating a multiple pipelines here. One more thing, doing a data governance and monitoring activities also, and analyzing the data here in the right. So this is what we are going to do as a part of the data engineer, guys. Please mute yourself, guys. I see that someone is unmuting themselves. Please mute yourself. Okay, so this is what is data engineering, right? So now if you guys wanted to see in a descriptive way what is data engineering, you can also see here data engineering is a process of collecting the data, organizing the data, preparing the large amounts of the data so that it can be easily used for the analysis purpose. Okay, so it involves designing a system or an infrastructure to be capturing the data, storing the data, processing the data, and accessing the data efficiently. Right? Because we don't want it to do the things manually. We wanted to automate every step, such as capturing the data, storing the data, processing the data, and accessing the data efficiently. So this is what is the concept of collecting, organizing, preparing large amounts of the data for the analysis purpose is called as a data engineering, everyone. Okay, so what do the data engineer do? What do the data engineer do? If you guys look at it here, whatever the step that we have seen now, that is where the data engineer on a daily basis that they are going to work on. So a data engineer work on a data ingestion. Right? Data ingestion is nothing but we are going to ingest the data from the multiple data sources to the data lakes. We are going to store the data and manage the data properly. So data storage and management. And one more thing is the data processing also. We are going to process the data with the multiple frameworks in a different methods we are going to follow. And we are going to apply data quality steps as well as data governance steps. right? So you are going to make sure that your data is accurate and complete throughout the system, throughout the process, throughout the pipeline. To do that, we have to follow the data quality checks as well as governance. And one more thing, we don't want it to do the things right. So manually, we are going to create an end-to-end pipeline to automate the things and orchestrate the things. And performance optimization, which is a very one of the important aspect of a data engineer, is that if some code is running in, if some pipeline is running, we wanted to make sure that it is running in an optimized fashion, right? So that is called as a performance optimization, which we are going to focus on every interview. If you go for as a data engineer, they are going to ask at least 2 to 3 questions on the performance optimization only. Okay, and then monitoring and maintenance, right? So you can see here, guys, data ingestion. A data engineer may work on data ingestion. A data engineer may work on data storage and management. A data engineer may work on data processing. A data engineer may work on the data quality and governance. A data engineer may work on data pipelines. A data engineer may work on the performance optimization. A data engineer may work on the monitoring and maintenance on a daily basis. So these are the daily activities of a data engineer. It is not that you are going to work on all of these things in a single project. It is, if you are lucky, then you will be able to work on at least 3 to 4 aspects of these things, right? So this is what is the role of a data engineer, guys, in the companies. So they are going to work on these different areas on a daily basis. So this is what is data engineering, and this is what is the role of a data engineer, everyone. Okay, so let me gonna give you 1 or 2 minutes if anyone have any questions on a high level questions. Do not ask me about the what is Google Cloud Platform, what is course curriculum. Don't ask me such questions, because I'm going to talk about that. Okay, just tell me if you guys have any high level questions on the data engineering. Yes, please. Yes.
First we will get the all multiple data into this is one, right? Data ingestion. Hello.
Yes. So these are different. I see that. See, the questions are, I can understand your questions. So these are the areas that we are going to work on in our upcoming sessions. Okay, to try to understand this thing, because I cannot explain you everything in this session today. But on a high level, what a data engineer do, and we are going to understand each and every step in a very detail with a lot of examples and case studies in our upcoming sessions. So I cannot just tell you what are the governance steps that we are going to follow, not now. Performance optimization techniques, I cannot tell you now itself. How do we create a pipeline? So there are many steps to create a pipeline, I cannot tell it, right? But the thing is that I can promise you, in the next 3 months of a session, I can talk about each and everything in a very detailed way. Okay, so that is something that on a high level, what is data engineering, I just wanted to tell you guys. So that's the reason I have told you now. Okay, yes. Okay, so now that you guys,
So
yeah, yes, 1 minute, guys. If you guys have any questions, please put it in the chat box. It will be easy for me to just look into that. Yeah, if anyone have, I'm going to give you 1 minute. Please put your questions. I see that many people are here. It is, I mean, it may waste a lot of people's other times. So instead, let us try to do this thing. Please try to write a one single sentence of your question. I'll try to go to the chat box and I'll try to read it out and try to answer it. Okay. Yes. Let us follow this one instead of
Chat
disturbing
option
others.
is disabled.
Chat option is disabled. Let me see. Okay, so oh, you have it, guys. You have it. Everyone have the chat option. Please see the chat option, guys. Okay. So let me gonna read it out the questions, guys. I see one of the question is that, sir, what is the difference between the big data engineer as well as data engineer? No, both are same. Okay, so there is no difference between the big data engineer and data engineer. Both are same. Some people call it as a big data engineer, some people call it as a data engineer. End of the day, both works on the big data only. Example of monitoring the tools, cloud logging, cloud monitoring, right? There's in Google Cloud Platform, we have a cloud logging, cloud monitoring tools are there. Stack Overload, yes. What is the difference between Azure and GCP? I'll talk about it when we talk about the GCP. What is GCP?
Start
And
option is disabled only for me.
okay, I see people are pasting the questions.
Me also.
Oh, okay.
Even I'm also
1 minute, guys. 1 minute, please.
facing
1
the same
minute.
issue.
1 minute. Do not talk, please. No, you have all the options, guys. You have all the options. I see that you have all the options. Okay. So please, I see people are pasting the questions also already. Okay. Yes. There's a
No,
one
my
question.
chat is also.
No, still I am also facing same issue.
1 minute, please. Kalyan, can you please enable this one? Chat option. People are not able to paste the questions in the chat box.
Sure, so 1 second, sir, let me check.
Yes.
Data pipelines can handle by ML ops team or data engineer team to handle.
Data pipelines are mainly handled by the data engineers only. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, let me see some of the questions, guys. I see that people are pasting some of the questions, which is most of the questions related to the GCP, Google Cloud Platform, which we have not started. What is Google Cloud Platform? The best thing what I will do is that I will talk about the Google Cloud Platform. I will talk about the course curriculum. I'll try to give you the time for you to ask me the question so that you can unmute yourself and talk to me directly. Instead of pasting your questions in the chat box, I suggest you to paste, keep a questions in, on some notepad or something. I'll give you the time for each and every one of you, and whenever your time comes, you can ask me any number of questions. Okay, let me gonna just tell you what is Google Cloud Platform and detailed course curriculum next 15 to 20 minutes. After that, it's your time. You can ask me any number of questions. Okay, I hope that works, right? Yes. Okay, let us do that one, guys. Okay, please mute yourself in between the session. Do not unmute. Okay, so let us start with what is Google Cloud Platform. Tell me, what do you guys know about the Google Cloud Platform? Anyone?
Cloud, this one, cloud is like a computing of services like compute engine, network related, storage related. It will provide the services.
Yes, good answer. Any other answers from any other people, guys? What do you guys know about? Yeah.
And we are going to process the data, I mean, like, from the data lake, from the distributed system on the
So
Google Cloud.
serverless computing.
Not on-prem, but on cloud. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, perfect. So let me gonna tell you in a simple method, guys, so that you can understand it. So tell me, what are the other cloud platforms that you guys know? First thing, what are the other cloud platforms that you guys know?
AWS Azure.
AWS and Azure.
So you know about AWS, you know about GCP, you know about Azure, you know about Alibaba, Oracle also. Yes, very good. Any other? IBM also. So these are all different cloud platforms available in the market. Yes, sir. Sir, these are all the different cloud providers available in the market. So these are all cloud providers. Cloud providers. Sir, these are all different cloud providers in the market, right? So AWS, Azure Web Service, AWS, Amazon Web Services, GCP, Google Cloud Platform, Microsoft Azure, Alibaba Cloud, Oracle Cloud, IBM, and Informatica Cloud is also there. IICS, Informatica Cloud System. So these are the different cloud platforms available in the market, or cloud providers available in the market. Tell me, what are these cloud providers? The name itself, it is saying that cloud providers will provide you something, but what they provide us? Tell me, guys. What they provide?
Infrastructure.
I mean, like they provide all the infrastructure, for handling the data and storage. Yeah.
Correct. Right. In a simple words, people say infrastructure, people say storage devices, people say virtual machines, people say, so I am hearing a different answers. Instead, I can call it as cloud providers provide you the cloud computing services? In a simple words, so they provide you the cloud computing services, right? So you have a different cloud providers are available in the market, such as AWS, GCP, Azure, Alibaba, Oracle, and IBM. So these are the multiple cloud providers available in the market, sir. What they provide us, sir, if you ask me, they provide you the cloud computing services to you. To you meaning that they provide you the cloud computing services to the organization. They provide you the cloud computing services to the organizations. What organizations can do, sir, with help of these cloud computing services? If you ask me, for example, when you are working in the organization or a company, when you are working in the organization, every organization will have a project, right? Every organization will have a project. In a project, you may want it to store the data. In a project, you may want it to store the data. You may want it to process the data. You may want it to analyze the data. You may want it to visualize the data, or you may want it to, data governance, you want it to do it. So all of these things you may want it to do. In another project, you may want it to create an application and deploy the application or scale the applications and services in the cloud. Or in another project, they wanted to build a ML model. They wanted to register the model, deploy the model, or scale the model. In another project, they wanted to create networking components. Right? So they wanted to create subnets, or they wanted to create load balancers, manage the load balancers, or different things. If you look at an organization, organizations will have multiple projects. Organizations will have a multiple project. So one project may want it to store the data, process the data, analyze the data. So this is about a data engineering project. Here, application development project. They wanted to create an application, deploy the application, scale the applications and services in the cloud. And ML project. In the ML project, they wanted to create a ML model, or register the model, or deploy the model, or scale the model. Or in another project, they wanted to create a networking component such as subnets, load balancers, and manages all of those things. So if you guys wanted to do all of these things on your own, it's gonna take a lot of time for you to do that. To make you understand in a simple words, to give you a simple idea, assume that, sir, I have some 100 terabytes of the data. So assume that the client has given you 100 terabytes of the data. Just take an example, right? So you have to store this data, guys. They're asking you to store this data securely. Tell me, where do you store the data and how do you store the data? Don't worry about the cloud platform. Assume that you do not have any cloud platform available. So just think about it. You do not have any cloud platform available. How do you store the data?
Like we store in data lake.
File system, HDFS
Correct.
system.
Right. So you have to store it in the on-premises, right? That is nothing but on your own systems. So if you wanted to store the data in your own systems, first thing is that you have to purchase the machines, right? So you have to purchase the hardware, right? Then you have to install, or once the purchase is done, you have to deliver it to your location or a data center. Then install all the libraries and modules, and then configure the storage and set up the backups. And if you guys wanted to install any external software, you have to please mute yourself, guys. Why do you guys are unmuting? Please mute yourself. Once your answer is done, please mute yourself. And you have to install external softwares if you want. Then finally, monitoring and maintenance. You have to monitor your systems, and maintenance also you have to take care of it. So this is what we call it as a on-premises. In the on-premises, if you guys wanted to store the data, you cannot directly go for storing the data. No. If I give you some 100 GB of the data, if you wanted to store the data in your laptop, you have to first purchase the laptop. Right? If I give you some amount of data, you have to store it. If I say if you have to store it, you have to first purchase the laptop. Similarly, in the company, if they wanted to store some amount of data, they have to do all of these things. They have to purchase the machines, deliver it to their data center or a location, install the libraries, configure the storage. I forgot the networking actually. So you have to configure the networking also. Networking. Right? So these are all the things. Install the software. Once all of these steps are completed, then only you can go for the storing the data. Then you can able to go for storing this data. Tell me guys, how much time it will take for us to store this data? How much time it will take on an average? How much time it will take for you to store this data? Right? It could be a 1 month, or it could be a 2 months or 3 months or 4 months. According to the your company policy, it would take days, weeks and months also. Right? So when you are following an on-premises working model, it takes a lot of time. See here, it is taking a lot of time. The problem with the on-premises is that it is taking a lot of time, lot of effort. Right? So you have to purchasing, delivering, installing, configuring all of these things, lot of effort and a lot of money also, because you have to recruit those many people, you have to purchase all of these things. So when you are following an on-premises working model, it is not only taking a lot of time, lot of effort, a lot of money. So that is the reason most of the companies don't want to use the on-premises working culture. They don't want to use the on-premises working culture. So that's where they're looking for an alternative solution. That is where you have the cloud platform. Tell me guys, in the cloud platform, if I have to store the data, I have to do one thing. One is creating cloud account, finding a suitable service, find a service, like for example, GCS, then directly store the data. Tell me how much time it will take for you to store this data now?
Service is like a tool, sir, or like?
It is like a software, yes. Right? So in cloud platform, if you guys wanted to store this data, you just have to create a cloud account. You just have to find a suitable service for you to store the data, then you store it. It is going to take hardly 1 hour. Or maybe let us just say 1 day. Okay, look at here, where is 4 months or 2 months, where is 1 day? So that is the reason. See, most of the people wanted to use the cloud platforms because of this reason. Why? Because you see, whatever the activity that you wanted to do, you have a suitable service already provided by the cloud platform. That is, for example, one of the services GCS for storing the data. Okay, so you have a plenty of cloud computing services offered by the Google Cloud Platform, right? So that people can able to use this data use these services instead of creating a lot of infrastructure, instead of setting up all of those things, instead of wasting a lot of time, lot of effort, lot of money, they can start using the cloud computing services. At similar fashion, not only for storage, processing, analyzing, visualizing. So Google Cloud Platform or any other cloud platform providing you the multiple services. Those services we call it as a cloud computing services. So if you wanted to store the data, there is a one service available. If you wanted to process the data, there is a one service available in the cloud platform. If you wanted to analyze the data, there is a one service available in the cloud platform. If you wanted to visualize the data, you have a one service. So if you wanted to create such a kind of a services, you have to waste a lot of time, lot of effort, lot of money. But cloud platforms are providing you those things as a cloud computing services for the organizations, so that these organizations can use these cloud computing services for storing the data, or creating the application, or building the application, or scaling the applications as services in the cloud platform. Such type of a cloud is, or one of the cloud platform is a Google Cloud Platform, everyone, which we are going to focus in our upcoming sessions. Right? One of the cloud provider is a Google Cloud Platform. Sir, Google Cloud Platform is one of the leading cloud provider which provides you the cloud computing services. Sir, Google Cloud Platform is one of the leading cloud provider which provides you the cloud computing services to the organizations, so that these organizations can create the model or deploy the model and scale the applications and services in the cloud platform. So this is what is a Google Cloud Platform, everyone, in a simple words. Right? So similarly, even if I have to say Azure, sir, Azure is one of the leading cloud provider which provides you the cloud computing services to the organization so that they can create the application, deploy the application, and scale the applications and services. So these are all the cloud providers, guys. But the most commonly used cloud providers in the market are AWS, Azure, and GCP. AWS, Azure, and GCP. So Google Cloud Platform is one of the leading cloud provider which provides you the cloud computing services for the organizations to store the data, process the data, analyze the data, visualize the data, or build an application, deploy the application, and scale the applications and services in the cloud platform. So this is what is Google Cloud Platform, guys. I have mentioned the same thing here, you can see. So Google Cloud Platform is a suite of cloud computing services offered by the Google. It provides you a range of products and solutions to help the organizations to build the application, deploy the application, and scale the applications and services in the cloud platform. But sir, are these services available throughout the world? Yes. And these services are reliable? Yes. So Google provides you these services are highly reliable, and these services also secure and scalable infrastructure, and the infrastructure is available throughout the world. Google has an extensive global network and data centers throughout the world. Okay, so that is what it is. Sir, can you tell me what are the services it is offering? So if you ask me, what are those services it is offering? It offers you the computing services for creating an application, virtual machines, Kubernetes services, and all of those things. It provides you the IAM services, management tools, networking services, big data services, storage and database services, machine learning services. So it is going to be offering you these many set of services, guys. As a data engineer, we are going to focus on big data and storage and database services, because we are a data engineer or we are a big data engineer. We are going to focus on big data and storage and database services as a part of becoming a GCP data engineer. So on a whole, Google Cloud Platform is providing you these many set of services. So if one wanted to build the application, they go to here. If one wanted to create a networking, they go here. If you wanted to work in the machine learning area, you go here. If you wanted to take care of the DevOps activities, you go here. So this is how a different roles, data engineer, developer, networking engineer, machine learning engineer. So all the people will come and work in the GCP. Similarly in the Azure and AWS also. So we wanted to become a data engineer. So we are going to focus on the big data as well as storage and database services. Right? So this is what. And sir, why we learn the GCP, sir? If you ask me, Google Cloud Platform has a very good community support. It is providing you the cost-effective services comparatively compared to the other cloud platforms like Azure as well as AWS. Google Cloud Platform is offering you the cost-effective services. These services are cost-effective, and these are flexible, scalable, reliable, secure, fully managed services also it is offering, and the interface is very simple and fast. Okay, all of these features you may not understand it at this point of time. In the upcoming sessions, you will say what is scaling, what is mean by flexibility, what is mean by fully managed, all of these things which we are going to see in our upcoming sessions. Don't worry. But these are all the features so that most of the companies started using the Google Cloud Platform because of these reasons, because it is providing you the cost-effective services, flexibility, scalability, reliability, secure, fully managed, and fast also. Okay, so that is what. And you can also look at the growth rate compared to the AWS and Azure in the last quarter. If you guys look at it, the growth rate, when I say growth rate, last quarter to this quarter, what was the cloud platform used most by the organizations? If you ask me, so you can see here, guys, the Google Cloud Platform started using most of the organizations. Most of the organizations started using the Google Cloud Platform over the other cloud platforms. So that's the reason plenty of opportunities are there for the GCP. Plenty of opportunities are there for the GCP because most of the companies have started using the GCP for their own data storage or data engineering activities and machine learning activities. So there's a plenty of opportunities in the GCP data engineering area. So most of the people can able to, many of my students, more than 700 students of mine already got the job in GCP data engineering. Okay, in almost 70 plus batches we ran in the last 2 years. 70 plus batches we ran, and out of 70 plus batches, almost some 700 and plus students got placed in the different companies like Deloitte, Infosys, and Accenture. Many people, so different Techem, as well as I forgot this. Different companies are there in the Chennai, Bangalore, Hyderabad, and Pune. Okay, so multiple people got placed. Now, so this is all about the Google Cloud Platform, guys. Right? So now you got some idea about the Google Cloud Platform as well. So what is data engineering? We have seen what is Google Cloud Platform also. Now you got some idea. Let me gonna tell you the course curriculum as well. Then I will give you the time for you to ask the questions. Let me gonna tell you the course curriculum. Okay. So then I will give you the time. Hardly it will take 5 to 6 minutes to tell you the course curriculum. Okay. So first thing, our entire course is divided. I have divided our entire course into the 2 topics or 2 modules, I would say. 2 sections, you can say. One is cloud basics. Nothing but GCP cloud basics. And second one is data engineering services, DE services. Okay, so first one, our entire course is divided into 2 sections. One is cloud basics, one more is data engineering services. So we will see what topics that we are going to cover in the cloud basics, what topics that we are going to cover in the DE engineering services, data engineering services, we will see. In the first section, that is cloud basics, we are going to see multiple modules. We are going to start with the cloud overview. Tomorrow, this is what is we are going to start, cloud overview. Why we need the cloud platform? What is the difference between the on-premises versus cloud, which we are going to see in tomorrow's session, which is very, very interesting session, I would say. And after that, I will talk about what is Google Cloud Platform, introduction, why learn GCP, opportunities and certifications. These things I'm going to talk about it one more time tomorrow. Module 2. In the module 3, we are going to see the GCP interfaces, like what is console, what is Cloud Shell, what is Cloud SDK. In the 4th module, console walkthrough, we are going to see how to create a free tier account, guys. So this is one of the important aspects. Many people will ask the question also that you see here, guys. We are going to create a free trial account in the GCP. So GCP is offering you 90 days free trial account. Okay, $300, no need to pay anything. So they are offering you $300 for the next 90 days. We don't need to pay anything. Everything is free. I will tell you how to create a free tier account in the GCP. Okay, no need to pay anything. And after that, we will see the terminology like project, what is billing, what is API. So how to set up the project and billing, all of those things we are going to see here. Very important topic. After that, GCP locations. In GCP locations, what is region, what is zone, what is selection criteria and importance. So this is 5th model we are going to talk about GCP locations. And in the 6th module, we are going to talk about the security aspect, that is IAM and admin, where we are going to talk about what are the identities, what are the roles, what is policy, what is resource hierarchy. So these are the 6 modules in the first section called Cloud Basics that we are going to cover. Okay, and in the second section, that is data engineering. In the data engineering, there are plenty of data engineering services that we are going to cover. And first we will start with the data. So when it comes to the data, data is categorized into 3 types. Can you guys tell me what are those 3 types?
Structured.
So there is an unstructured data, semi-structured data, and structured data. To deal with the unstructured data in the Google Cloud Platform, we have a GCS. And if one wanted to store the semi-structured data, we have a big table. To deal with the structured data, we have a Cloud SQL, and OLAP, we have a BigQuery. So these are the four, 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the 4 services that we are going to cover as a part of storage and database services. So these are the 4 services here we are going to cover. GCS, Google Cloud Storage, Bigtable, Cloud SQL, BigQuery. Don't worry about these services. We are going to see in a detail. We are going to work on labs also on these things. Okay, in a very detail in our upcoming sessions. And again, when it comes to the data pipeline creation, we can create Spark and Hadoop pipelines with the help of the Dataproc. That is one. We are going to learn about the Dataproc. Here we are going to learn about Spark with Python. PySpark we are going to learn. And Apache Beam. Here we are going to see data flow. Second one. And here we are going to see code free creating the pipeline, that is Data Fusion 3. Orchestration, workflow orchestration, here we are going to cover Airflow 4. From the last 3 batches, we are covering the Lakehouse platform, Databricks also, that is 5. So these are the 5 data pipeline or orchestration services that we are going to cover, guys, here. One is Spark based systems, one more is Apache Beam based systems. Without writing the code also, we can create the pipeline, that is Data Fusion. And Databricks also, which is a Lakehouse architecture. And workflow orchestration tool, that is Airflow, a composer, that we are going to cover. So these are the 5 data pipeline and orchestration services that we are going to cover as a part of this course.
So Shaik, I have a question here. In companies like,
We will see, guys. I'll give you the time for you to ask the questions, please. Okay. Yeah. And then we are also covering the streaming data ingestion service, that is PubSub 1. And event-based solution, that is Cloud Functions 2. And complementary topic, that is 3. So this is a complementary topic. Okay, Terraform. So here we are having 3. In addition to these services, we are going to, so that is nothing, but I'm going to teach you the Linux basic, because these are very much important for all the people. Linux basics, Python for data engineers, PySpark, as well as Apache Beam. Right, so these are the 4 programming aspects that we are going to cover, in addition to the 4 data engineering, above all the data engineering services. Linux basics, Python for data engineers, PySpark, and Apache Beam. So these programming aspects also we are going to cover. So it is going to be a full-length data engineering course, including all the things. The only thing that is expected from you is that the basic knowledge on the SQL. Sorry, I will talk about this one. What is the prerequisite for the course? If you ask me, the basic knowledge on the SQL, guys, if you come up with, that is more than enough. Rest of all the things like Python, PySpark, Apache Beam, orchestration, DAG creation, SQL development, everything, pipeline creation, all the things that we are going to cover as a part of this course. Okay, the only prerequisite for the course is, guys, SQL only. Okay, so that's why. Okay, so if you guys see here, so total here, if you ask me, 4 plus here 4, here 5, and here again 3. 4 plus 5 plus 3, nothing but 12 data engineering services plus programming concepts such as Linux, Python for data engineers, and PySpark, as well as Beam, Apache Beam also we are covering. So this is going to be the end-to-end course that we are going to cover as a part of this course. If you guys wanted to see this entire course curriculum on a whole, so some people will ask me, sir, where is the projects and case studies? So actually I did not mention that here, but I have mentioned it here if you guys wanted to see. So this is on a single page, you have everything here, guys. On a single page, you have everything. So first thing is cloud basics. GCP cloud overview, introduction, interfaces, location, and IAM and admin. Programming concepts, Linux, Python for data engineers, PySpark, and Apache Beam. Course data engineering tools, GCS, Cloud SQL, Data, BigQuery, Dataproc, Dataflow, Data Fusion, Airflow, PubSub, Cloud Functions, Databricks, Terraform, and Bigtable are the cloud complementary, guys. 10 and 12 are the complementary topics. And what are the projects and case studies and end-to-end pipelines are covered? If you guys ask me, there are 2 BigQuery case studies that we are going to cover. 2 case studies and 1 end-to-end batch pipeline in the data proc. 2 case studies, 1 end-to-end streaming pipeline in the data flow. 4 end-to-end DAGs which we are going to create in the Airflow. 2 case studies, 1 is streaming, 1 more is autoloader, and 1 end-to-end workflow in the Databricks. So if you just count it, it will be more than 10 case studies or pipelines, end-to-end pipelines we are going to cover as a part of this course. And our course name is GCP Data Engineering, and duration is 2.5 months, around 3 months it will take. And the timings is 9:30 to 10:30, guys. 9:30 to 10:30, Monday to Friday will be there. Saturday, Sunday, no sessions. Recordings, resume templates, interview questions, certification dumps, materials, everything is provided as a part of this course. Okay, so you can also see here the course details that I have provided here. Duration 50 plus hours, around 3 months it will take. Daily 1 hour, Monday to Friday will be there. Delivery online live sessions only. Add-ons. Video recordings will be provided as a part of this course on a daily basis. If the session is completed, you will be getting the recording also. And comprehensive material. We have a comprehensive material, guys. I'm going to share it with you guys. My course material is very famous outside. Many people actually using it. You can see this is a comprehensive material, guys. You have everything here. The cloud basics, introduction, interfaces, walkthrough, locations, IAM, account creation, installing SDK, Linux basics. Everything is here. GCS. We talk about GCS, right? What is GCS? How do we work with the GCS using the console as well as Cloud Shell? Assignment is also there. What is Cloud SQL? Connecting it to the Cloud SQL. A database migration project is here. In the Cloud SQL, we are going to see one of the database migration project. And sample data and assignment is also here. BigQuery. What is BigQuery? BigQuery is architecture, BigQuery limitations, working with the BigQuery here, guys. So working with the BigQuery, different ways of creating the tables in the BigQuery, dataset for practice purpose. Partitioning and clustering, which is an advanced topic in the BigQuery, guys. What is partitioning? What is clustering? Working with arrays in the BigQuery, which is again advanced topic. Nested and repeated fields, again advanced topic. Assignments, case study 1, case study 2. 2 case studies we say, right? You can see here. I told you 2 case studies, right, in the BigQuery. So 2 case studies, case study 1, case study 2. BigQuery views and optimization techniques in the BigQuery. Okay, so this is about BigQuery. Again, Python, sir, we are going to cover Python. Sir, what are the topics that we are going to cover Python? Chapter 1, data types, strings, operators, numbers, boolean, none. Chapter 2, data structures, list, tuple, dictionary, set. Chapter 3, programming constructions such as if and else, for loop and while loop, exceptional handling, file input output operations. Chapter 4, functions and classes. So this is specially designed for data engineers, guys. This is Python for data engineers. And next, data proc. What is Hadoop? What is Spark? What is data proc? How to create a cluster in the data proc? And what is PySpark also? Lab sessions and sample data sets. Case study 1, case study 2, end-to-end batch pipeline, right? 2 case studies I told you. Case study 1 and case study 2, end-to-end batch pipeline. There's an assignment 1, assignment 2, assignment 3 also. 2 case studies, 1 end-to-end pipeline. You see here the same thing I have mentioned. 2 case studies and 1 end-to-end batch pipeline in the data proc. Same thing, data flow also. What is data flow? How it is different from the data proc? Creating a workbench, Spark versus Beam, lab session, sample data sets, use case 1, and template method of creating the pipeline, end-to-end streaming pipeline. Use case nothing but a case study, and end-to. 1 case study. So here 1 case study. I mean, use case 1 is a 1 pipeline, and similarly template method of creating the pipeline is also 1 more pipeline, batch pipeline. So 2 case studies and 1 end-to-end streaming pipeline. So that is what it is mentioned here. 2 case studies and 1 end-to-end streaming pipeline. Again, if you go to the PubSub is what is PubSub? PubSub architecture. And Airflow, nothing but a composer. So level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. What is Airflow? What is workflow orchestration tool? Architecture. What is DAG? How to create the DAG? Cron job format. Create composer environment. Level 1 DAG, level 2 DAG, level 3 DAG, level 4 DAG. 4 DAGs. 4 end-to-end DAGs in the Airflow. We are going to create the end-to-end code with all the error handling, with all the logging and monitoring, with all the data validations, everything in the pipeline, guys. We are not just creating one simple pipeline. No, we are going to incorporate. You can also see here, for example, if I go to the data proc pipeline and look at the case study 2, so we are having the data validations, data transformations, data logging and monitoring, error handling. So these are common things. In addition to the extracting the data, transforming the data, loading the data, we're also incorporating the data validation, logging, error handling, and all of those things also. Okay, so that is one. And finally, Databricks. Sorry. Finally, data fusion, you have it here. Cloud functions also, you have it here. What is cloud functions and everything. Databricks here. So Databricks is a full length course content. Recently we have started here. So what is Databricks? Module 1, Databricks introduction, Unity catalog. So introduction to Unity catalog, core concepts such as metastore, catalog, schema, tables, volumes, external storage, lakehouse federation, and delta sharing, Databricks clusters, Databricks notebooks, Databricks DB utility commands, delta lake features, structured streaming with Databricks, incremental data loading with autoloader, Databricks workflows, end-to-end project or end-to-end pipeline we are going to create. So this is what we are going to cover as a part of the Databricks, guys. As a part of the Databricks we are going to cover. So that is what is my comprehensive material, which will be having the notes, theoretical notes, running notes, data sets, code. You can also see the code and assignments also, right? So that is what. Assignments included, real-time projects and case studies included, interview questions, certification dumps, and so I did not mention this one. So this course is comprehensive. One more thing is there is an interview tab. If you go to the interview tab, you have a resume templates for those people who wanted to create their resume. You have a resume templates here. You wanted to go ahead to the interview and you wanted to say your interview introduction and project 1 explanation, project 2 1 explanation. So people are finding it very difficult to explain their interview in the explain their project in the interview. So you can say like this one. So by looking at this one, hey, I am working on a Google Cloud project. In this project, we have implemented a data pipeline to ingest the data from the application API using a Python script. So such kind of a thing, and their architecture also you had here. We are going to implement these things in our upcoming sessions, right? So that you can explain them in the interview also. You will be implementing the same thing. Whatever the challenges that you face, you will also be able to explain in the interview as well. Okay, so that is what. And interview data engineering theoretical questions for topic wise, SQL coding questions, Python coding questions, PySpark questions. For those people who wanted to go for the certifications, you have a certification dumps also. For those people who wanted to go for a certification, you have a certification dumps also. So that is the reason I call it as a comprehensive material, which will be having everything: assignments, case studies, interview questions, certification dumps, and resume assistance also. So this is what as a course details, guys, right? So this is what. Okay, so I am going to tell you, I see some of the people pasting the questions in the chat box. I see two questions, two famous questions. One is, I'll try to answer it. Two famous questions I am seeing it. So one is this one. Why GCP, or difference between the GCP versus Azure, right? How many people are having this question in the mind? Can you guys tell me? AWS. Sir, when we have a AWS Azure, why we are going for GCP? Some people will be having this question. Tell me, guys, how many people have this question in the mind?
Yes.
Right, so let me gonna answer it. So what is GCP, Azure, and AWS? See, first thing is that maybe if some people are writing something on my screen or what, I don't know how to create, how to stop it also, I don't know, but that's fine. So look at here, guys. See, you have a GCP, Azure, and AWS. So now maybe if you go 3 to 4 years back, I would say AWS was a huge market. Azure, after that, Azure was a huge market. But now at this point of time, I would say that a GCP, Azure, and AWS having the almost equivalent market, guys. They captured the good amount of a market, GCP, Azure, and AWS. Okay, so GCP, Azure, and AWS having a good market, but 1 minute, guys, I see why disable annotations for others. Disable. I don't know how I can able to stop these things. Some people writing something on my screen. Okay, do not write anything, guys, on this one. Or no, can you, whoever written it, can you guys stop it? Can you guys clear it out? Yes, anyway, I'll tell you guys. So when you look at the GCP, Azure and AWS, the market is now same. The amount of opportunity is also same. But the problem here is that if you look at the Azure and AWS, these are already established markets and these markets are already saturated. These are a little bit old cloud platforms. Azure and AWS, the market is already saturated. Right? So what is with let us take with a simple example which happened recently only. So there is one of my friend, no, not my friend, but one of my student, I would say. So there is a AWS and Azure. That guy, what happened is that there are two people, we would say. One is person A. There's a person A and there's a person B. Okay, so there's a person A and person B. What happened is that, so this person A have a high level knowledge on the AWS and Azure, and he thought that Azure and AWS has a good amount of market because they are there in the market from the last 5 to 7 years. So they have a huge market for the AWS and Azure. So what he has done is that he wanted to, become a Azure data engineer or AWS data engineer. He enrolled for the course here. Very good. No problem. He can enroll for the course. And once the course is completed, he go for the interview. Now in the 2025, he go for the interview. Tell me, guys, does he able to get the job easily? Or when it comes to the competition is lesser or complex or more? How much is the competition for Azure data engineer and AWS data engineer? Okay, so let us keep it like this one. Similarly, there is a person B. What he has done is that he done a small research over the cloud platforms and he got to know that Google Cloud Platform is comparatively new. The market is not saturated yet. So he enrolled for my course actually. And he completed the course and he went for the interview. Tell me, guys, who get the job easily? That's the end goal for you also, right? Who get the job easily? Tell me.
GCP Data Engineer.
So the problem here is that, so I'll give you the time, guys. Look at here, please. Okay, so when you look at the market for Azure and AWS, the market is already saturated, nothing but the people. Now that you are enrolling for Azure and AWS market or AWS data engineering courses, people like you already attended those courses like 3 to 4 years before. Now you are coming and attending the Azure data engineering, AWS data engineering course, but people like you already know about the market and they attended the courses like 4 years, 5 years before, and now they are the Azure data engineers and the AWS data engineers. When you go for the interview, you are actually competing with those real-time people. You are competing with those people. Again, they are coming for the interview. Now you are again attending the interviews again by learning some course. Right? When you learn some course and competing with the actual people is very hard. So that's the reason it is a bit complex for you to get the job. As the market is already saturated. Plenty of the people like you already learned those courses like 3 to 4 years before, and they are already working in the company. They wanted to switch the company. When they are switching the companies, again you have learning the course, again you are competing with each other. You are competing with the already established professionals. So that's the reason a bit complex for you to crack the interview and get the job. On the other hand, if you look at it here, the person B, he enrolled for the GCP. GCP is new. If you go for GCP data engineering interview, you don't find people who is having more than 3 years of experience. Very rarely you see a people who is having 3 years of experience in the GCP data engineering. Very rarely. So I myself having 4+ years of experience in GCP. Very rarely you will be able to see people having 3 years also. Hardly 2 years we will be able to see that 2 years of experience, but not more than 3. right? Now that means you are competing with the people who are learning the course like you. See, plenty of the people are there in this course. Almost some 70 people are here with me now. So you are competing with all the people in this particular Zoom channel. And you are competing with those people who are having only 1.5 or 2 years of experience. Competing is easy. Competition is easy. And when you look at, you are competing with the people who learnt a course like you or who is having just 1 or 2 years of experience. So that it is easy for you to get the job comparatively. Comparatively, getting the Azure Data Engineering job or a GCP Data Engineering job, which is easy, sir, if you ask me, this is easy. Sir, when it comes to the opportunities, don't worry about the opportunities. Opportunities are, good amount of opportunities are there for Azure, good amount of opportunities are there for AWS, and good amount of opportunities for GCP also. Don't worry about it. People think that, sir, there is a lot many opportunities. Yes, I would say I agree. So assume that you have a 1,000 number of opportunities for AWS. Here you only have 500. The opportunities are more, but look the competition, 10,000 people. Look the competition, hardly 1,000. 1,000 also not. People like you who are learning 1,000. See, if you look at it here, this is how the competition is. So this is how people have a mindset that earlier, yes, I would say earlier GCP was 2 years before, 3 years before, GCP was very new. But now GCP is grabbing the market like anything, and there's a plenty of opportunities. We see a plenty of opportunities. People putting their resumes in the Naukri, they are getting a huge number of calls at least 20 calls they are getting it. At least if you crack one interview, you will be able to get the job in the GCP Data Engineering. So this is one of the question. I hope I might have answered it. And one more question people having it. I will try to answer this one also. Sir, some people will be having 2 years of experience, right? Some people will be having 3 years of experience. Some people will be having, or maybe I think I might be having that image somewhere. No, did not put it. Prerequisite. Yeah, here it is. So this is what is a common thing. I'll try to paste it here. So some people will have a question like this one, sir. Sir, I am a fresher. Or sir, I am a 2 years of experience guy. Or I am a 3 years of experience guy, sir. Or sir, I am a 5 years experience. I am a 7 years of experience, 8 years of experience, 9 or 11 years of experience. Sir, what I will do? So how do I learn this course? How do I put my experience in the resume? So if you are a fresher, no worries at all. You prepare your resume, you attend my course, and you prepare your resume accordingly by putting that you have attended the GCP Data Engineering course, and so that you can go to the interview, you say that I have a good knowledge in the GCP and data engineering, you can crack the interview like that. If you are a 2 years of experience, for example, sir, I am having a 2 years of experience. Sir, what do I do? If you are at 2 years of experience, you prepare your resume in such a way that last 1 year on the GCP and the rest of 1 year is a current experience, whatever you have. Right, so you have 2 years, 1 year on the GCP, 1 year, whatever the experience that you have, you put and you go for the interview and crack it. Okay, you'll get calls, yes. And one more thing, those people who are having a 3 years of experience, you prepare your resume saying that last 1.5 year on the GCP and the rest 1.5 years, whatever the current experience. For example, you are working in testing background. So first 1.5 years is a testing background, and the last 1.5 years as a GCP data engineer. You prepare the resume accordingly, go for the interview. Similarly, sir, if I have a 5 years of experience, last 2 years on the GCP, rest of the 3 years on the current experience. 7 years, last 2.5 years on the GCP, rest 4.5 years on the current experience. Against 9 also, last 2.5 here, 6.5 here. 11 plus 10 plus years of experience, you can go for last 3 years on the GCP. Don't put more than 3 years. Okay, don't put more than 3 years on the GCP. Okay, because very rarely people will be having 3 years of experience in the GCP. Don't put more than 3 years. I can promise you, I can confidently say that until 3 years of experience knowledge, however you get the amount of knowledge when you work in the company, if you attend my course, I will give the same amount of knowledge here in my course also. because I'm not just covering the theoretical, I'm gonna more focus on the practicals. So if a person who is working in the company for 3 years of a project, right? So the amount of a knowledge of whatever he get, the amount of a knowledge whatever my course get, is my person will have actually get more knowledge, I would say. Because if a person who is having 3 years experience in the GCP, if he goes for an interview, a person who is attending my course goes for an interview, I can confidently say that with my course, I say that my person who attended my course can crack the interview easily, because I'm going to cover one art. So when a person is working in the GCP, right, he may work on 2 services, 3 services, or 4 services, 4 tools, right? But my candidate will work on all the services, will have a good amount of a knowledge on almost all the data engineering services, so that he is well equipped to handle the various scenarios in the company, can able to crack the interviews in the companies also. So this is how the practice that you guys follow, guys. While preparing your resume, either you can put GCP data engineer or big data engineer or big data specialist in the GCP. Okay, and you can go for Naukri or LinkedIn. The moment you put the resume in the Naukri or LinkedIn, for sure I can confidently say that 20 plus interview calls you are going to get. Don't just blindly follow me. Don't just follow me. Just prepare your resume and try to put it in the Naukri. Just try to put it in the Naukri. You will get to know that if you just get at least 3 to 4 calls, attend my course. A fake resume you create it as a GCP data engineer, put it in the Naukri. If you get 3 to 4 calls in the next 2 days, attend my course. If you don't get the calls, don't attend my course, because there is a plenty of opportunities. Because if you're attending some course, if there are no calls, no job, right? If you are attending, if you are learning some course, if they're outside there are no demand for them, it is a waste of time. But I'm telling you, for a GCP data engineer, plenty of opportunities are there, plenty of opportunities, I'm telling you guys. Yes, we have a community also, LinkedIn, I will also add you there. So this is all about 2 questions I think some of the people are asking in the chat box. I think I might have answered it. Now I'm gonna give you the time for you to ask the question, and this is the right time for you to ask the question. If anyone have any questions, please raise your hand, guys. If anyone have any questions, please raise your hand. I will go one by one. I'll try to take your name here. I'll try to ask your question also. Please raise your hand. Just do not talk directly. Okay. Let us follow some process here. Will not just do, right? So we will just go ahead. So I see people are raising their hand. I will go one by one. Yes, Sainath Reddy. Sainath Reddy, yes, please. Any
Yeah.
question?
Yeah, already I'm working as a DevOps engineer. I'm
Okay.
planning to learn this one.
Okay.
It will be helpful for me
Of
or
course.
not
Of
for
course.
this.
Sainath, so if you are already working as a DevOps engineer, if you wanted to learn about some data engineering and Google Cloud Platform knowledge, this is going to be one course, guys.
No,
Because
already in GCP also I have you covered na chapter 1. I am everything I am only handling in my company.
Okay, great. See, if you wanted to get some data engineering knowledge, end to end, because when you are working in a DevOps also, you need to have some knowledge on the data warehousing, Google Cloud Storage, or maybe how we orchestrate, right? So if you wanted to get some knowledge, this course will help you for sure. Yes. Okay. This is more of a data engineering course, I would say. Yes, Nandini Desai, you have any question?
Yes, I actually, my chat was disabled. So I
Okay.
have 3 questions. I am a data analyst by profession, and I'm
Okay.
currently doing an internship with data engineering. It's a startup company. So there
Okay.
also I'm learning. So I have questions like, do data engineers need to know the extensive coding, like extensive Python coding?
First thing, sir, a good question. Sir, how much amount of a Python knowledge that we need to know? So Python knowledge for application developers is different. Python knowledge for data engineering is different. A medial level of knowledge is required. You don't need to know the extensive Python, guys, here. Okay. Python, all of you guys, for all the people, for those who people, sir, how much the amount of a knowledge that we need to know? You don't need to know the extent. You don't need to be perfect in the Python. We need to have a medium knowledge on the Python, because we don't work on the Python explicitly. We will be using the Python for PySparking. or data cleaning purpose. Right? Be medium amount of knowledge is fine, which we are going to cover in the session. Okay. Yes. Next
Okay.
question,
My
please.
second question was, do you also help with the mock interviews?
So mock interviews is something that at this point of time we are not doing it, but there is one channel I can help you with where these kind of things will be helping you. But I can help you with that, yes. But
Okay,
not
thank
on
you.
it. Yes, yes. Any other question?
Yeah, and my last question is like, since you mentioned that in India there are a lot of opportunities for
Yes.
GCP data engineer, do you
Correct.
have any idea if outside India, particular, I'm based in Canada, so do you have any idea about the GCP data engineer opportunities in Canada? Will it be useful for me for applying jobs here?
Yes, I have seen plenty of opportunities in USA and Australia, especially. Canada, I might have aware of it, but I did not, especially looked into it. But there are some of my previous students are coming from Canada, Australia, and different parts of the other countries as well. But I did not know the market at Canada, I would say honestly, yes.
Okay. Okay.
Dubai, there is a good
In
amount of
future, if
jobs
you
in
come
Dubai.
across, I would love to have your insights about it.
Of course, of course. I'll say
Thank you.
there's a good amount of opportunities in Dubai, Australia, as well as US, right? I would say. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
That's not how it actually. So the course package, guys, this is how it defines. Always 50% you put 40 to 50% on an average every company. So it's not something that, sir, I have some, so I have 4 years of experience. Do they give 20 LPA, 30 LPA, 40 LPA? No, it is not going to work like that in the companies. Okay, the companies will always give you 40, 50, 60, 70, 80%. We have seen people getting the 100% of the 100% of the hike also. It always depends on your current package. If you have a 10 years of if you have a 20 LPA package, your it could be 50% more. That is nothing but you get 30 LPA. So that's how it works in the companies. Okay, based on the hike percentage. Yes. Okay, so I see a question from Mahesh. You have any question, Mahesh?
Yes, sir. Actually, in this course, the data engineer do any deployment, application deployment.
We don't
We
do the
need to
application
learn.
deployment. No,
We
no
need to
application
learn.
deployment. No.
Okay, okay. Any CI/CD pipelines?
We are going
Any
to see one
tool?
CI/CD. We are going to cover one CI/CD for orchestration for in the Airflow, guys. In the Airflow for CI/CD for code deployment in Airflow. So this is something that we are going to see. So this is some knowledge on the CI/CD is required for data engineers, which we are going to cover. Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, Yogesh, you have any question? No.
So
Yes, Yogesh. Sorry. Yes, Yogesh.
my this thing is
Yes,
disabled.
sir. Yes, sir. Hello.
Yes, Yogesh. Yes. Please tell me.
Yeah, I am a fresher. Now, I want to join with us GCP and see, I have to start from cloud engineering or
1 minute.
GCP.
1 minute. Amar, 1 minute, please. Okay. It is not Lokesh. It is. I will give you the time, Amar. Yes, please. So the sessions are Monday to Friday. Daily 1 hour session will be there. And if you guys miss a session, you will be getting the daily recording also. Okay.
Hello.
Yogesh. Yes, please.
Yes,
That's
sir.
fine.
I am a fresher, sir. I am a fresher. I wanted to join GCP. See, I have to start from cloud engineering or I have to start from cloud engineering or straight away I come to GCP. DevOps engineering or I have to straightly come to GCP or
No,
I have to
it is
start
your
from.
wish. Okay. It is your
Uh,
wish. If you wanted to become a data engineer or a
uh,
DevOps engineer or,
uh,
or data analyst, it is your choice, whatever you wanted to become. Okay, but if
okay.
you wanted to become a GCP data engineer, this is a course. That's what we are talking about. Okay,
But I am a fresher, sir. I am a fresher. I have to join
that's what.
from starting, no? So
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
this is only for experienced persons or
No,
is
no,
yeah.
I'm going to tell you. See,
Uh,
again, talking about whether you are a fresher or a experienced, whether
uh,
you are moving from one platform to another platform or you are a fresher. it is your choice that you wanted to become what.
Okay,
Right?
okay.
You will be having a passion that you wanted to become something. But what do
Yes.
you wanted to become? Right? Sir, I
Okay.
wanted to become move towards the data engineering side, or I wanted to move towards the AI and ML side, or I wanted to move application DevOps, application development. So if you
Okay.
wanted to become a data engineering area or ML area, this is a course for you. Okay,
Okay.
so that's what.
You see, and one more question, sir. It needs more coding knowledge or
I just told you, right? So medium
uh,
level of knowledge.
median knowledge. Okay, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Fine, sir. Thank you.
Yes, Mahendra. Mahendra, you have any question?
Yes.
Yes,
Thanks.
Mahendra.
Thanks, Jake.
Yes, please.
So currently, working as a DevOps engineer since 7 years. I have
Okay.
some solid experience in DevOps and cloud multi-cloud experience with GCP, AWS,
Okay.
and little exposure on Azure as well. So, currently, I just plan to transition into the data engineering. So, I have some passionate on just
Okay.
having chit chat with my friends and all. So, getting very interesting on this.
Okay.
So, my question is you can have 7 years of experience. Like after
Of
having
course.
this,
Of
like
course.
after having this course, so like the role will be might be a lead or something. So they might expect a lot from me. So
Not like that. Not like that, Mahindra. So maybe so if there are people who are still working as a senior data engineers. Okay,
mhm.
senior data engineers who will be working with 7-8 years of experience also. If you wanted to go as a senior data engineer, you will be able to get that senior data engineering position with your experience. Okay, 7 years is good for senior data engineering. 8+ experience will go for lead or architect positions. Okay, so that's all.
So in my case, 3.5 is sufficient, right, for data
3 years. You can
3 years.
mention 3 years. Yes.
So what after data engineering? Can I upgrade for data scientist as well? Like, is it
Yes.
it has some
So for
different?
those, yes, very good question. For all of you guys, for those people who wanted to become a ML engineer or data scientist, don't just go and attend those courses. People just do a simple Google searches and all of those things. They wanted to become ML engineer or a data scientist. Do not just become a ML engineer. Those courses are very lengthy. Their work is very lengthy. Don't just fall fake things. Try to understand, right? So better to become a data engineer first, because data engineering is foundation. Once you are working as a data engineering, work as a 2 years as a data engineer, then you go for ML engineer and data scientist. It is easy for you to become, because even when I was working with a 5 years of experience in the data engineering, in my company, they asked me to work on ML model also. ML model activities and Gen AI also. But I did not focus on it because I don't wanted to go into that area, because data engineering is one of the safest area, one of the good foundation area, because data engineering was there 30 years before. Data engineering will be there after 30 years also, because it is one of the highly what we call it as a trending job, a hot job we call it as. Okay, but those people who wanted to become ML engineer or a data scientist, work as a data engineer for few years, then become a ML or data scientist. It is easy for you to do it. Instead of attending the 2 years of course or 1 year of course, don't waste your time there. Okay. Yes.
And also what are the topics you are going to cover Python? You said medium level
I
knowledge is
have
fine.
told you guys, right?
But
I have told you
when I
what
saw
are the
some
topics that are required for you to do that.
but when I saw some articles some articles so they mention like NumPy pandas and those are really required.
Not required. So yes, I'll give you the time, don't worry. So so don't worry about the course curriculum. I'm going to share it one more time. We are going to learn the Python, then we are going to learn the PySpark. That is more than enough for a data engineer. Pandas, PySpark is both are same. NumPy is not required at all for data engineers. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Hi, sir. Can you cover with Git or GitHub for this course? In the real time?
I'll give you the time, 1 minute, because here we have a plenty of the people, guys. Please,
Okay. Okay.
I'll give you the time for sure. I will answer each and every question, and I'll we will wind up
Okay.
after that only.
Okay.
Yes, you are already started asking, right? Kishore, right? You are Kishore. You have any question? Yes, please. Yes, please. No, data stored plus data process, both will be the cost associated. Of course. Of of course. I just mentioned, right? If you just go to the BigQuery, there is optimizations in the BigQuery first thing, and partitioning and clustering is a storage optimization techniques. Nested and repeated fields are one more best way to denormalize the data and increase the query performance. So all of these things are covered. Don't worry about that for sure. Yes, yes. Thank you. Yes, Rajan Gupta. Yes, please. Advanced level, basic to the advanced level. So PySpark and Apache Beam and DAX is a knowledge that we are going to get in the industry level. Okay, because we wanted to, you are going to create the PySpark job, Beam job, DAX. We are going to create it with all the best practices like error handling, logging, monitoring, and all the industry best practices that we are going to follow until the basic to the advanced level we are going to cover. Okay. Not required. How to be? No. Not only course curriculum for a data engineers, cloud data engineers, Hadoop is not required at all, right? That's a deprecated era or deprecated uh, technology, we say. Okay. Yes. Demos. Yes. No, no. So no, not like that. These are all regular sessions. These are actually continuous sessions, we would say. Okay. Yes. Even though it is a demo because it is free for you, but these are all continuous sessions. Okay. Yes. Yes, of course. I will create it. Yes, I will create it once the people are enrolled for the course. Guys, for all of you, once people are enrolled for the course, we will be having a WhatsApp group for all of you people. And any intimations, any informations, any questions, any doubts, you can ask in that particular community. Okay. Right. Yes. Okay. Thanks. Thanks, Rajan. Yes, John Saida. You have any question? Good evening. Not required. Not required. We are going to create a free tier account. Everything we are going to help you there. Okay. Don't worry about that. I'll tell you how to create it. Yes. Yes. Account creation, I will tell you guys, account creation, how to create it freely, and it is for valid until 90 days. Well and good, you can practice until 90 days. Okay, free account. Yes. Small. I mean, however you are using your phone, that much amount is enough. Okay. Yeah. Yes, Santosh Kolekar. Santosh. Good evening. Materials. Material is a lifetime access. Yes. Sir, whatever the, yes. Video recordings, 1 year. Yes. Video recordings are 1 year validity. Okay. Yes. Yes. Yes, Sachin. Sachin, you have any question? Sachin K. So the timings for the course is 9:30 to 10:30 every day, the same time. Okay. Yes. Yes. I'll let. I'll give you the time. I'll give you the time. I think someone is Sushri. You are asking some question, right? I'll give you the time, please. I'm. Yes. So yes, Sachin. Sorry, you are asking something. Sachin. Interview preparation. What? Sorry. Oh, interview preparation. We are not helping you. We are just helping you how you can prepare your resume. All right. So resume and all the interview questions are provided to you so that you can prepare and you can post your resume in the Naukri. You can go for the interviews. Okay. Yes. 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 Okay. Yes, Suresh, you have any question? Any experience? I have told you, right? I have told you this is what is the experience. Any experience you are falling under, you can go for an interview, right? Yes. Yes, Suresh, you have any question? Huh. So 1 minute, guys, please. And there's a one question I would say, sir, I would like to become a GCP cloud engineer. How will this course will helpful for? That's what. So this is a course for the GCP data engineer, especially. Okay, Suresh. This course is for the GCP data engineer, and some of the concepts are. See, if you work for a GCP data engineer, after some years you will become a GCP data architect. Okay, so that's so the data architects are not direct positions to learn something and go, but these are experienced roles. So if you work for GCP data engineer for few years, and then you will become a GCP data architect. Okay, so that's how it works. And cloud architect, this is not a course for the cloud engineer or cloud architect, but some concepts are covered here also. Okay, yes. Okay, yes. Let me come to my place. Yes. So Krishna, Anugula. Krishna, yes, please, Krishna. You have any question? Yes. So these are two sessions, two Zoom sessions are going on at the same time. And once the session is, I mean, once the people are enrolled for the course, it will be clubbed. Don't worry about that. Okay. Yes, please. This is in one of the pipeline. Yes, I have created one of the dashboard. Right. I have created one of the dashboard that helps you how to understand other roles. Yes. Okay. No. So we now that earlier the way that we used to work as a data engineer was a bit complex for us because we couldn't able to find out the actual because there were many things that we used to do it manually. But once the AI comes, we are doing the maybe we are using this Chat GPT or Gemini or this DeepSeek. We are just automating the activities of whatever we are doing it manually. So when it comes to the job security, data engineering is foundation. We don't have to worry about the whether AI will replace our jobs or not, because there is no such kind of things at all. Because if you even look at it also, GCP data, data engineers are big data engineers. These are the highly trending jobs in the until next 2030. Next 5 years, this is a highly trending jobs. So there's no point of security issue at the data engineering jobs. But how this AI will help me in the job, if you ask me, these AIs are going to reduce your amount of manual effort. Okay, so that your productivity will increase when you're working in the company, and that's what I'm currently doing it. I will also let you know how you can able to make use of this AI while writing the code or while automating some manual effort or something that which will help you to save some time, right? So that's something that we can see. Yeah. Yes. Yes, of course, the concepts are same. Yes. And the concepts are same. Yes. See, the underlying the concept when you are see when you wanted to create a pipeline, the code, the technology is same, but the services, the tools that you are using could be different. In the Azure, you use some tools. In the AWS, you use the tools, but the way that you write the code in the Python, PySpark, or this method or that method, it is same on a whole. So either you work in the GCP or AWS, all other things are same at the end of the day. Yes. Yes. Yes, Monisa, you have any question? Yes, please. Uh-huh. Yes. Okay, great. Okay. 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 Mm-hmm. Yes. Right. Two things. So, yeah. Yes. 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 You can do that. Yes, that is possible. You can do that. Yes, of course. So two things: if you have a career break, you can just go to some platforms, or some people will help you to find or give you a proper documents, because if you wanted to enter into any organization, they look for documents. So try to arrange the documents. You might be having a contacts, or you might be having some people who will help you give you original documents. That is one thing. And second thing is that, of course, if you actually follow my entire course, I'm telling you, if you follow my entire course, for sure you will be able to easily crack the interviews. Okay. And you can be able to work in the company as well comfortably. Okay, so that's what, because that's how the course was designed in such a way that from the basic to the advanced level, so anyone can be start from the beginning level, they can be a pro, because which we are covering the same sessions one by one, step by step, so that we will be able to understand all the things by the end of the course. Okay. Yes. Up- yes, see, if you have a proper documents, your previous experience also you can include, but you have to get those documents to cover up that experience. Okay. Yes. 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 As and Injamamul Haq. You have any question? Yes. Mm-hmm. Correct. Correct. No, easy. Not like that. Not like that. Never happens. Actually, we haven't seen such thing also. Even in the dry period of December, January, February, also we see a lot of opportunities for the GCP data engineers. So I see that there's a good market for GCP data engineers. As much as possible, as soon as possible, you should be becoming a GCP data engineer. Okay, so that is a good thing that you can do for yourself. Otherwise, after once 2 years, or once 1.5 year or 2 years, the market may saturate. Already people will be settling as a GCP data engineer after 1.5 year or 2 years. So better is that learn the course as soon as possible, become a GCP DA and settle there. Okay. Yes. There's a yes. You can actually ping me in the community. I can help you with that. Yes. Yes. Okay. Yes, Muni. Muni, you have any question? So this is a 3 months of course, right? So you guys are ready to start giving the interviews after 2 months onwards. Okay. After 2 months onwards, you can prepare your resume, you can go for an interviews. Right. So that's something that you can do. Yes. 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 Correct. No, once you guys are enrolled for the course, you will be getting the material access, you will be getting the recordings access, you will be getting everything, Zoom links and everything. Yes. Okay. Yes. Yes. And yes, Anil Kumar, you have any question? Anil Kumar.
Sir, I have two questions.
Yes, please.
The first question is, this course is quite elaborate, right? I mean, like, do you think that 50 hours you can able to complete everything, or do you think that it should be expanded to 70 or 80 hours?
I have done the same last 70 batches. Okay, so we have done it for last 70 batches, and this is going to be the 71 plus batch. I can do it in a 50 hours. Yes. Okay. Yes.
Second question is, I mean, you are taking only 1 hour of time. So how would you balance between the theory and the practical? Because it is not that easy. When you do the practical in 30 minutes, it will be done, right? I mean, do you extend your daily slot with at least 1.5 hours or 2 hours?
No, not like that. So every day 1 hour, but sometimes it could be every 1 hour 15 minutes or 20 minutes, right? 1.2, 1.15. So that's how, but not more than that. So that's on me. Okay, so how do I balance between the theoretical and practical? You will be seeing it in my course, and you are going to be witnessing the same thing for sure. You can I can promise you that I'll be delivering you a very good quality content, which I have been done it for 70 plus batches. I'll be doing the same thing for 71 batch. For sure, this course will give you the good amount of opportunities, and you will be able to get a good knowledge out of it. Yes. Okay. Yes, I can promise you on that. Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, Nagendra, you have any question? Nagendra Yalamati. Sorry. Data integrations. Yes, data integration is nothing but connecting multiple services. Okay, data connecting, right? Yeah, correct. Yes, right. There's for example, one storage system, local on-premises SQL server, or maybe on-premises file system. Yes, we will be connecting it to it, and we will be integrating it to extract the data from it. Yes. There is one pipeline where we are using API as a data source. Okay, there is one pipeline you can also see. And one of the pipeline we have mentioned, I think, complementary. So in this one of the public API. So how do we extract the data from the public API using the Airflow? This is one where we have used, but in most of the cases we use Python and all of those things, which is a REST APIs only, right? So that's something that we can again, yes, that is covered. Correct. Mm. Actually, for a PubSub, yeah, actually for a PubSub, I have developed one small application, a Python application. So that's where it will be streamed to the PubSub topic. Yes. Yes, a Python application to the PubSub topic. Yes. It will be the same thing. Usually in the companies also, you have a topic, they get they push the data to the topic from different sources. But I am using a Python application because I just wanted to showcase how you will be dealing with afterwards. Because you don't do this action in the company, you will be doing it from here. Once the data is there in the PubSub topic, then you process it, analyze it, store it, and load it to all of these things. Activity starts from here. In the company, you don't work on this area. This integration, you don't do it. But how do we do it also? I mean, how we are doing it, I'll tell you. But how our actual work in the company will start from the PubSub topic onwards. Okay. Yes. There is one of the thing. There is one of the pipeline. I think I've just shown you, right? In the complementary, I've just created Looker dashboard also to make you understand how it looks like. But that's not our actual job. Yes, and an example of Looker also covered, but that's not actual work of a data engineer, but how it actually connected to the Looker and how you get data dashboard creation. A simple, even I'm also not good at dashboard creations, but a simple dashboard we have created also. Yes, there. Okay. Yes. 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 You okay? So the course content, some people are asking for the course content, right? 1 minute, guys. Let me share you the course content. I'm not sure where I have it. Actually, 1 minute, guys. Let me share the course content. Somewhere I should be having it. So some people are asking the course content, right? I'm pasting it in the chat boxes. You can go ahead and look into this course content, guys. I'm pasting it in the chat boxes. This is a course content that you can actually look into it. Yes. Okay. So I hope, yes, Srinivas, you have any question? Srinivas, P. You have any question? Okay. I know about you, Srinivas, right? I know about. Yeah, yeah, we have seen it. So yes. Yeah. Tell me. Yes. Of course, they will ask because those are the important things, right? So we are going to cover as a very important topics. These topics actually takes more time, guys. For those people, some people are also asking the chat boxes, right? How much level of data flow, data proc, airflow, PySpark required? So these topics actually take more time. 10 hours, 10 hours, 10 hours, 10 hours. These topics actually take more time. So we will be spending more time here only. Yes. Of course, if you practice, yes, once you attend the sessions, if you practice well, of course, you will be able to crack it. Okay. Yes. Yes. Thank you. And yes, Sushri, I am not sure how I'm calling Niyati Patil. Yes. Yes. Go ahead.
Hello,
Hi.
sir.
Yes,
Uh,
please. Yes, Sushri.
Hello, sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, I'm a fresh. I'm a fresher.
Mhm.
As you mentioned, SQL is a prerequisite. Is needed. So how can from where I learn SQL?
Oh, okay. SQL, I'll let you know, Sushri. Maybe in a next topic or maybe in our regular sessions, I'll let you know how you can learn the SQL also. I actually documented what topics you have to learn also. Maybe prerequisite, right? So you can see here what amount of SQL knowledge you guys have to learn for this course. I will let you know in our upcoming sessions where you have to learn also. I'll let you know. Okay. So these are the
Okay,
topics.
sir.
Maybe take a screenshot of this one. These topics you need to learn. But in our upcoming sessions, where you can learn, I'll let you know. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, Anil Kumar. Anil Kumar Pala. Anil, you have any question?
Nothing, sir. I'm just wondering. I mean, like, if you can give more time for the practicals, because we have seen in other places, right? I mean, like, they give very less time. Who will be helping us in our practicals? Will be any other people, or you are the only point of contact?
I'll guide you. I'll guide you throughout the sessions, and whenever you get a time or whenever you find a difficulty in building up something, I'll help you there. Yes, sure. Yes, Vishal Kamble. You have any question?
Yes, sir. Yes. So, sir, actually, I'm a business analyst background, and so I'm using a Power BI and an Excel and a SaaS platform and ERP tools. So, sir, I mean, I wanted to move into the GCP
Okay.
domain. So, I mean, this course is suitable for me. I mean,
Of course. Why not? See, this is
okay, okay.
people coming from mechanical background and production background. They come to my course and they attend my course and they get the job. The only thing is that you should be having a valid documents, a
Okay.
proper degree, and valid documents. If you have, guys, I'm telling you, if you have any years of experience, you can able to become a GCP. It is possible. Okay, it is possible.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, Niyati Patil. Yes, you have
Yeah,
any? No
sorry, but
problem.
some reason I'm not having the option to raise my hand, and neither
No
is a
problem.
chat enabled for me. But my question was around out sessions. When we do the practicals, say on our, in our own time after we have watched the video, And if you are stuck, so what would be the best way to contact you, like reach out to you? Because I know we have only 1 hour session, and during that session, obviously you will be teaching us the content, which is.
See, after 1 hour, I'm available. You can ask me any question. Okay. In the next class, if you are having some problem in the next regular session, next class, you can ask me. Or we have a group, right? We will be having a WhatsApp or Telegram group. You can post your question there so that my students will help you, or I can also pitch in and to try to help you. Okay.
Okay, so the details will be shared with us about the group.
Of course, you will be. There will be a group created for you, and I'll be there in the group also. Yes.
All right, thank you. Also, just wanted to check if this is just an issue at my end, or because the chat seems to be disabled for me, and also I could not hear people's questions. I could only
I
hear
think
your
there's some
voice.
problem at a chart point of view. I'll ask the admin to fix that problem maybe in the next class onwards. Okay.
All right, thank you.
Sure. Thank you. And yes, yes, Yogesh, you have any question?
Yes, sir. Your voice is very positive, sir. At the same time, we are getting the job only with the way of Naukri only, or any other sources you will get the job. So see, your training is almost very positive, and everything is very informative and very knowledgeable, and everything
Of
is
course.
okay, sir. And which way we are going to get the job, sir? Sir, only we looking for Naukri, or any other sources or any other campuses.
Link.
And your package is very nice. And I mean, package in the sense you are the curriculum model and everything, sir.
Okay.
And that part is very okay. Have to study or no, that difference. But thing is, when will we get the job? See, so many people are coming. Say already 70 batches are over from your side. And how many students are selected for the your course? I mean, your curriculum. I mean, selected for this job oriented GCP orientation.
Yes.
That's
I'll
my.
tell you. See, the job portals Naukri or LinkedIn, if you just go ahead and put your resume, you will get 20 calls. Okay, you will get 20 calls. That means the companies are hiring. Don't worry about I taught at 70 batches, but at this point of time, are you getting a call or not? And there's an opportunity or not? There are 20 opportunities are waiting for you. If you crack one opportunity, there is a job. Right. So that's the main thing. So you can go to the Naukri as well as LinkedIn. Combiningly, it will give you 20 opportunities for sure. It is more than 20, but I would say 20 minimum. Okay. So if you crack at least one, you will be having a job. There are plenty of opportunities because it is not one company, two companies. There are 1 lakh plus companies are there in the around the world. Most of the companies are hiring. Yes.
Okay, sir. Okay. So we can get the job from abroad also. No, you already
Of
told
course.
me that Australia and some other
Yes.
Eastern countries and Western countries also you told me that. So
Yes.
according to that, we can get the job from all over the world. But
Correct.
the way you giving the information is very positive. That no
Yes.
comparatively. So that
Yes.
thing is, so when we are getting the job and which way we have to get the job, which way you have to crack the job, these are the things are very important, sir. So that I am asking.
Those things we will be covering. Those things will be known to you during the sessions. Okay, during the live sessions, you will get to know how it is, what it is. I'll be giving you some inputs also during the sessions. So those things will be very helpful. And one more thing, even today, there's one of my student who is actually placed in GOC. You know, so
Yeah.
GOC is nothing but Google Operations Center in the Hyderabad. There is a GOC, and she told me, sir, we are recruiting 20 plus GCP data engineers. Sir, do you have anyone? Okay, so that's only there's one company they are recruiting 20 plus. Last time there is this company, I don't know, AC company that I forgot it, and that one company actually recruited 27 employees in 1 or 2 months only, in 2 to 3 months only. They actually recruited 27 data engineers. Out of this 27, almost 10 plus data engineers are actually from my course only. Okay, so there's a plenty of opportunities. The companies are recruiting like anything. LTI Mindray recruits like GCP data engineer. They have a cell of GCP group, and there 200 plus data engineers are there. GCP data engineers are there. So that's how the companies offers. And in the Accenture, there is a group called AGBG. They call it as a AGBG because I worked in the Accenture. We call it as a AGBG, nothing but Accenture Google Business Group.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so they have a cell. When I was working, it was 97 people. Now it is around 500 plus the GCP data engineers working in this particular AGVG group. So that's all. So the company is hired like anything. So the only thing is that we should be having a good knowledge. We should be ready whenever there's an opportunity. We should grab it. Yes.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. Yes. Right. Any other questions, guys? Anyone? Sweta Singh, you have any question? Yes. Uh-huh. Okay. Yes. There is one thing will help you. There's a database migration project from on-prem virtual machine to the cloud SQL, but it is the fashion. It is similar fashion you to understand how it to the BigQuery also. But this is a database migration from project from on-premises virtual machine to the cloud SQL MySQL in the GCP. This will help you how you can able to plan the things like data migration, pre-migration planning, schema and data migration, data sync, validation and testing and cutover. These kind of things you are going to understand it from this project. Okay, great. Yes, that's a very good question. Yes, I think I have covered most of the people's questions, and I think I have answered most of the people's questions. I think this is it for today, guys. And the last time, anyone have any questions, you can talk directly.
Hi, sir. How can I manage the notice period? Most of the mentions are 3 months notice period, 2
There's
months
one
notice
question,
period.
right? So notice period. Don't worry about the notice period. I'll tell you in our upcoming sessions how you can manage the notice period of 3 months. Okay, which I do it all the time. I follow the same thing, and whenever I try to switch my company, and because it is not one opportunity you have to grab it, you have to plan for 2 to 3 opportunity, 2 to 3 offer letters you have to. So that how do you manage this notice period of 3 months? I'm going to tell you in our upcoming sessions. Okay. Yes.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yes. Yes. Bonam Mahesh. Yeah. You have any question? Yes, please.
Yes, I am already asking you that same question.
Yes.
Yeah, just yes, sir. That
Okay.
notice period.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And apart from this, I have another.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Sorry,
Yes,
sir.
please. Yes, please.
You can continue, sir. No questions.
Okay. Okay. No problem. Yes, Moni, you have any question?
In this cloud, there is batch processing and streaming processing,
Scala
right?
is not required. Okay.
Huh?
Scala is
Yeah.
not required for this course. Okay. Not
Okay.
required. No worries.
Hello.
Yes. Yes, Mahesh. I give you time, man. Right? Bonam Mahesh.
Okay.
You again
Yeah.
talking in
I'm
between.
not hearing the other questions, sir.
No
Actually.
worries. I'm giving you the time, right? Yes, Mahesh. You can talk now.
Oh, okay. Okay. In on-premises, we have processed the batch data and streaming data, right? In
Both.
cloud, how can we?
Both are there. In the cloud also both are there.
Okay. Okay. For batch processing, what are the tools?
We will see that batch, GCS, BigQuery, and all of those things. Streaming, we have a purpose of data flow. Plenty of the tools are there. So we will be seeing the time comes when the time comes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, Manjunath, you are asking something. Sorry. Manjunath Yan. Yes, please. Of course. Previous batch videos is something that an additional you have to request it to the the management team. They'll help you on that, but I think additional charge will be there for that one. But you try to connect with them, and you can request them for sure, and they'll try to give it to you for less charge. Yes. Yes. You will be having a daily recording. Yes. Even you don't yes, even though you don't attend the class also on a regular basis, or sometimes you are not able to attend it because of some reasons, you will be getting the recording session every day. Yes. Yes, both in both scenarios. Yes. And those validity will be 1 year. Yes. 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 Okay. I think we have seen a lot of questions. Yes, please. Yes, please. Sorry. Yes, there's a class. Yes, guys. Don't forget it. Tomorrow we have a demo too. Okay, tomorrow we have a demo too, guys. Same time, 9:30 to 10:30. Don't worry about today's time. Today we might have taken 11:40. It is almost 2 hours, more than 2 hours. It is not going to be the same time tomorrow onwards. Today is a first demo session. People might be having a plenty of questions, so that's the reason I have given a time. So demo 2, demo 3, and the sessions, the regular sessions are going to be happening from tomorrow onwards, 9:30 to 10:30. And don't need to pay now. Demo 2, demo 3 also free. If you guys wanted to pay at the earliest, please connect with our management team. They'll help you on how to pay, how to get the access, and how to get if you guys wanted to get the access to the material, and you wanted to access the access to the recordings and all of those things at the earliest, please connect with an admin and they'll help you with the payment, and you try to complete the payment, get the access to all of these things. Demo 2 tomorrow at the same time, 9:30 to 10:30, guys. Okay. Yes, I hope you guys have enjoyed the session today. And yes, please, someone was talking. Yes, please. Yes, please. Okay. Okay. Of course. See, I'm telling you guys, my most students are testing. Okay, testing background, ETL, SQL developers, and I've seen recently mechanical and production background people also coming, and mainframes. There is one of the people called mainframe background, and one more is ETL, SQL development, and forgot that. So these are the main areas people actually struggle a lot. They put a lot of effort, but their packages are there very less only. Right? Testing, ETL, SQL development, and all of these packages are very low, and these technologies are deprecating it. So that is the reason. What is going to happen is that, so you can become a GCP data engineer by learning a proper things. Right? If you guys wanted to become a GCP data engineer, whether you're a tester or ETL developer, you have 7 years, 8 years, 10 years of experience also. Attend my course properly and become a GCP data engineer. It is easy for you to do that. And the thing is, the job is challenging. You put the same effort here, you put the same effort here. The package is good here. Okay, you can be happy with the package. Here, you work same amount of number of hours, but your package is not that much, and you're not happy there. Okay, so this is what is going to happen. This is what is the trend that I have seen from 700 students of mine who got the job from the course. Okay, I have the list also. Sometimes I'll also let you know their jobs and all of those things in our upcoming sessions. Yes. Okay, so I hope you guys have a lot of things learned from the course today, and I hope you guys have enjoyed the session today. And we will be having a demo session 2 tomorrow, guys. We will be having a demo session 2 at the same time, 9:30 to 10:30 only. And if you guys still have some of the questions, you can ask me tomorrow also. We are going to start a demo 2 tomorrow, guys. Thank you all. Have a great day. Thank you for being the patient throughout the session. I'm very happy with the response that you have given me. Okay, thank you all. Have a great day. We will meet tomorrow at the same time. Thank you, guys. Thank you all.